You come say hi. It's going to be a short video. Greetings, Grandmaster Amon Rob here. As promised, I said I would come and do another video. To also thank those people that supported the channel. S-Man, Shahid Muhammad, and the connection is already unstable. It depends on the time of day. Young 10 again, how are you? I see we have an unstable line right from the start, so I know this is going to be short. And I just wanted to come on live. Now, the title of this video is Why Should You Support GM? Many of you know, every time we come on this station, I'm always asking for support of the channel, which is no different than if you're using Patreon or if you're using Super Chat on content providers that are in and these other supports. Now, some of you have come on and asked me, why don't you, with suggestions of how you should be able to pay or how I should monetize my channel. And I know that when I investigate into which one is, I came to the realization that this was like the best and easiest and fastest way for you to reach me. Some of you don't realize that even super chat money takes like 4 or 5 days. In the U.S. To monetize the channel, I have to have a living address in the U.S. So these things are not possible, and that is why you're going to not see many people content from the motherland. Now the channel is unstable, and that is probably why. So we try to wait and see if it's going to release itself. But that's a good important point. For someone to give you as much content as I'm giving you from actual Africa, let me know how many others are actually doing that. And I don't mean that there are not any out there, but a lot of them are. You wonder where they're getting that money from to have those type of connections. And as I look into how those things, how it works, it inevitably ties. You have to be tied to the U.S. in some sort of way. You either have a U.S. bank account or U.S. Home address somewhere, and that means that you can be taxed. That the government can look at you. And this is not what this channel is about. Now I'm here, I'm telling you white people like this and white people like that. I'm free. I don't have misunderstanding the message, not understanding the truth, and then turning around and pushing a button somewhere or removing a paper from somewhere and do me in. So this is why we use the word remit at this time. People somehow mysteriously, even if we were using word remit.com, somebody comes in and stops that from happening. And so this is what has been working for us. You don't want to keep changing it. When we've got something that works, you need to stick with it. And doesn't mean that many complaints. People have been sending support, like Duran Tate, and they haven't had any problem. So I appreciate that, and we use that support. Now, if it became something where I had like 5 people like Duran Tate who regularly supports the channel, then this have to go to another level because I'm here in Africa, I'm getting that money exchange rate, and I'm not having to share that with producers, or I don't have to pay for special privilege from in the U.S., or pay for elaborate sets and flowers and and a graphic design background. You're just looking at my house, and here's my this paper is where is it? This paper is my wife, and my phone number is old now, but we used to you have to keep the kids in reminding of what our phone numbers are. So if they go out and something, they get lost or something, they can they memorize our their parents' phone number is good. So that's just something that every parent should do. And that's my background. So you're inside my house, and I'm just a natural guy. So I'm saying that I think that's another reason why uh, the support can go directly to helping the channel. Now, what was I going to say? Why did you use Cash App? Cash Apps. Uh, uh, as far as information is concerned, I'm 61 years old, as you guys know. And I've been in Kenya over 20 years, as you know. Well, some of you might know, but some people that are new don't know. And I've been Black conscious since 1987, officially. And I have read all the books. I have met all of the many of the great leaders themselves. Went to them, seen their shows and things like that. And I have a clear perspective. I have lived long and seen how the rise of Black consciousness, as well as its challenges. And being an extremist, I've worked in corporate America. Learned a lot of professional things about dealing with business in corporate America, dealing with white people in corporate America, as many people know. And then I have all this experience. I have done owned business in the U.S., and I own businesses in Kenya. So I have all this experience, not like somebody that just jumped on YouTube because they tried something with a selfie, and then they're fighting every day to give you content. Mine is not like that. Mine is a direct point of fact, and that's what my life has always been about. So yeah, the Cash App requires a bank account. We tried these things. So uh, as I've taught in the area of avoiding racism and avoiding supporting the United Snakes of America, is by removing your whole self, including your financial self, from America's grips. And don't be twisted. America's grip is no joke. They can go for you for $40, chase you down for $40 all around the world. For $40, they can chase you and trap you. And if you do something and track you, they track you today better than ever. Many of you know what I'm talking about. You living in aliases, you don't you don't even want to make comments on social media because you feel like they could track you. You don't even use Facebook because they could track you. And right now you're looking at YouTube, and you look up in the corner, it's not your name. You got to sign in, and you can't even make comments because you have to sign in to do that. And yeah, These are America has put the grip on people. I mean, I don't know what to expect if I come back to the U.S. after 21 years. I mean, the Patriot Act was just reassigned by the Democrats. I mean, that means that they could just pick me up at the airport. You've been away too long. We no reason, and say, he's under investigation. And they could take like a month on each of these videos. Tell me, and then watch each one of my videos to try to find out incriminating information to allow me to be not let out. That's what the Patriot Act is about. You may not know that, but yeah, I think I take those things very seriously. Say, okay, I'm coming to America, and then you don't hear from me anymore. You don't see me, and why? Because I could dare make videos to tell the truth that America's greatest fear is black people leaving in mass, and they're trying to reduce that fear by just then you haven't been to Africa yet, and while you're running around and you come into Africa, they're gonna say, "Welcome home, brother." Experience that. So yeah. Okay, what about now? Am I frozen, young Tin again? Because it's got to be a short video. Yeah, I think this has something to do with in the evening. When you do videos in the evening, like I said before, they take away bandwidth from you. I hope it's okay. It usually shows me a sign up here on the screen that says that it's been hesitant. But I should be on now, right? Let me know if you can hear me now. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm here way over in Kenya. I'm on the other side of the world, and I can understand why uh some of these issues are there. But maybe it's the area I'm in. But even in Nairobi, when I was there, I was still getting the same off and on message. It's going to come back again out of nowhere, and then we just have to deal with it. But yeah, so I'm saying that this is why I'm saying this message about why you should support this channel, because you have a unique position. Here I am. I can write. I can type in 60 words a minute. I can talk as fast as I can talk, and you don't get that from an elder that often. I'm very much computer literate, and I have a long history of helping people, so I have to be a man of my word. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to be on this show if I was, not somebody you'd be seeing people coming here. I mean, where's my $100 you owe me? You don't get that. Maybe you'll get some haters making it up, but it ain't gonna be real. But we're all in a unique position for you to actually get a chance to find this small channel and listen to the information that we're giving out is a lucky break for as big as YouTube is. And so I'm having a message that people are really resonating with and saying that they want to know more about it. And there could be someone that's retired, came here to Kenya and they retired, but they never did business. They could be retired. They could come here with their Black American wife, and so they just live together in the country and for years. That could be something. But I have lived with and had children with several Kenyan women. And by the way, I was there for every one of my children's birth. So even in the ones in the U.S., every one of them, I was there. And all of them were born out of a relationship at the time that was good. But yeah, even in the relationship area, dealing with women and children, both Kenyan and Black American, I have this experience. So we're all together here. You know, we're all in the same boat. Basically, only thing is that I done jumped off the ship and got to shore. And I'm talking about while you sitting in the Titanic, wondering if you should take this lifeboat or maybe the ship won't sink. I'm on the shore telling you, hey, make it come, jump, you get it, get out before, and that's basically uh what this channel is basically trying to tell you. And I think that a lot of you guys are out there saying, "Oh man, that guy wish I could be, and in a nice country and be taken care of, but I've got this problem, but I have this other problem." Most of the problems are always dealing and surrounded by money, and the money issue is the biggest problem. And we have to realize that the racial oppression is just economic oppression. So when you say you don't have the money, there's a long history of reasons why that's about. You're not being properly educated about how to deal with money, the things we can talk about here. And then, you think you're making the right decisions when you go out and purchase things. And then you find that you're in debt and you don't know how you got there. Relationships is another one. You don't teach you that. They don't teach you that in school. So you get with a woman, you have some sort of a disagreement, you make some silly mistake. You're gonna go, I'll show her. Support that relationship to make it better. Are we gonna cut this one? How do you support this channel outside of the US? I can't seem to download app, Google Play or anything. Okay, Doc Jermaine. We're using the worldremit.com app. Many people have used it, and that's the one we're working with. If you're having trouble, uh, I don't know what to tell you, especially if you're in the US, you should not have trouble. Somebody was trying to support the channel from Jamaica, they couldn't do it. And right now, that's not really uh, something we're ready to deal with now. I did a 4-part series on with travel people in Kenya and professionals, which I'm gonna be uploading the rest of those. And we said we would open up a website for us and start to put information in that website about Black people for modern Africa. So if you're in the United States, you're a Negro, and hopefully you're a field Negro wanting to leave America, or you make an African plan to leave. Then you're gonna have your own website now, and that's called BlackPeopleForModernAfrica.com. And we're gonna fill it up with content as we go along, but we also need your support. And that is what we're about. Lance Kelly, how are you? And Gwenda, Gwenda, yes. I hope I put your name on the list for support, Gwenda. Um, oh, it's blocked in China. I'm looking at flights for September. Cheapest I saw was 625. Not bad. 625. Imagine you can get round trip tickets last minute at 500 shillings round trip to Kenya. So I see we're going to lose this channel. About why you should support the channel, and because this channel is a little bit unique, and it's new. So don't at the beginning, all things that are new, they come out a little bit rough. And we have these challenges. I don't know if you guys remember other challenges we had, and we overcame them. But I'm always collecting new information, and we're going to work on it. I was supposed to buy a booster, and I went to shop online for the boosters. I sure would hate to have to buy a booster and then money for it. But there's another website that told me a way to increase the speed. And I'm going to get around to that probably tomorrow when I go to the computer lab. So, how you feeling anyway? You got still got a. My daughter had a fever earlier today. Now look at her; she's all happy now. Other this morning, she was like, "Oh, daddy, I'm tired." But anyway, you have a You can have back and forth. So what are we going to talk about? What am I going to say? And I'm like, even me, I don't know. I think should it be like the last show? You see me. But we're gonna definitely do that. So you guys can meet her. And on this one, and you see even the